Welcome to Hollywood Bulletin. You think you know I Love Lucy? Think again, because behind the laughter, iconic moments, and that unforgettable theme song lies a story that even diehard fans don't fully know. In July 2025, as a new wave of nostalgia hits Gen Z and millennials binge classic TV on streaming, I Love Lucy has unexpectedly surged back into the spotlight, and with it, a flood of never-before-seen bloopers, shocking behind-the-scenes secrets, and a mysterious photo that has fans saying, "Wait, did that really air?" It's the show that beat the president in the ratings, that shut down stores nationwide during its time slot, that pioneered live audience filming and became the most watched show in America even as its lead couple were falling apart off screen. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz weren't just playing a couple on screen. They were navigating a real-life love story with betrayal, heartbreak, and secrets hidden behind perfectly timed jokes and rehearsed lines. But that's not all. From cigarette deals that forced characters to smoke on camera to accidental on-air slip-ups like a co-star calling Desi instead of Ricky, to life-threatening moments during comedy scenes that nearly went horribly wrong. This isn't just about a beloved sitcom. It's about the untold cost of making TV history, and now, 74 years after its debut, eagle-eyed fans are rewatching the show with a new lens, spotting bloopers, inconsistencies, and clues that the magic wasn't always as flawless as it seemed. Behind the curtain of I Love Lucy wasn't just television, it was a movement. Airing from 1951 to 1957, it starred Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz as Lucy and Ricky Ricardo, a couple living in New York navigating life, dreams, and slapstick chaos. But beyond the laughs was a show that made history, the first scripted series. Shot on 35mm in front of a live audience, racking up 5 Emmys and becoming the first to end its run atop the Nielsen ratings, the chemistry between the leads felt real because it was. Lucille and Desi were married in real life, though their marriage behind the scenes was far from the idealized version we saw on TV. CBS initially didn't want Desi in the show due to concerns over portraying a mixed marriage. Lucille was white, Desi Cuban. Lucille stood her ground. No Desi, no show. Desi's off-camera behavior, however, told a different story. He was notorious for his temper and infidelity. Their marriage ended in divorce, even as they continued working together on screen. Lucille had secrets to her signature red hair. Not real. She was naturally brunette and only dyed it for a modeling gig. Her comedic brilliance was undeniable, but improvisation terrified her. Every line had to be rehearsed. In fan-favorite episodes like Lucy Does a TV Commercial, she needed her lines held up off-screen, afraid she'd freeze, but her commitment went too far. In the grape-stomping scene, she was nearly drowned. In another episode, she got punched in the nose. These weren't bloopers, they were real dangers hidden beneath the laughter. Vivian Vance Ethel and William Frawley Fred had legendary on-screen chemistry but hated each other in real life. She thought he was too old to play her husband. He called her a sack of doorknobs. They kept it professional, but off-screen, the tension simmered. Lucille and Vivian also clashed early on. Lucille was threatened by Vivian's looks and requested she wear dowdy clothes and even gain weight. But over time, they became best friends, even as Vivian's husband spread rumors about their closeness out of jealousy. There were hilarious contradictions throughout the show. Ethel's middle name changed 3 times. Her dog Butch appeared once and was never mentioned again. The Ricardos had a car until they didn't. Their phone number changed constantly, and their apartments layout magically shifted. Then there were the bloopers, real mistakes caught on camera and left in the final cut, like a pianist calling Desi by his real name, or a feather from one scene showing up in the wrong apartment. One time, Lucy literally read a magazine about I Love Lucy in the middle of a scene. Even time didn't make sense. Clocks never moved. People went out for hours, and nothing changed. Anniversaries jumped from 18 to 25 years with no explanation. But despite these glitches, the show was electric. A live audience brought real laughs, and the cast was paid in silver dollars for applause. That's how much every second mattered. Lucille's mom was even in the crowd, yelling, "Uh-oh." Before Lucy's shenanigans began, perhaps most impressively, the show changed television history. When Lucille got pregnant, it became the first series to show a pregnant woman on air, though they weren't even allowed to say the word A. Priest had to be on set to monitor decency. That episode pulled 44 million viewers more than President Eisenhower's inauguration the next day. Lucille didn't just act, she ran a studio. She and Desi created Desilu Productions, launching the careers of future stars and giving women a seat at Hollywood's top table. Her studio changed how shows were produced and proved women could lead the industry. Now, in 2025, as I Love Lucy reruns spark new interest and fans comb through episodes for every Easter egg, blooper, and inconsistency, we're reminded that this was more than a sitcom. It was a blueprint for modern television, perfectly flawed, heartbreakingly human, and endlessly beloved.